Welcome back to IO's Retro Rush, as we are a recap show. We took a little bit of a break for maybe a couple of seasons, but we're back to season 57 to break down all things ISFL, including the season as it happened and the first round of the playoffs, so I can try to get this in before the second round. So let's go ahead and jump right into things, taking a look at the ASFC standings. We have the Orange County Otters at 11-5. They had 373 points for, 318 points against. Wouldn't say they're the powerhouse offense, but man, they just performed well, having a pretty good defense and just a well-balanced team. 7-1 home record, 4-4 road record with a conference record of 7-5. They finished the season on a 2-game win streak to take the division. Now we have a 3-way tie here for second place. Starting first with tiebreakers, we have the New Orleans second line, 10-6. They had a 375 points for offense and 326 points against. Again, a relatively balanced team, 6-2 at home, 4-4 on the road, with a conference record of 8-4 as the top team actually within the conference with the best record. They finished the season with a 1-game winning streak. Third place, with still the tie, we have 10-6 Honolulu. They were 399 points for, with 301 points against, with a 6-2 home record and a 4-4 road record. They finished the division 7-5, but on a 2-game losing streak, as they sort of gave up the division there at the end. Finally, here at fourth place, we have the San Jose Sabercats, 10-6, 441 points for, as the top offense by a relatively large margin in the division, with 359 points against. Pretty solid defense. 5-3 home record, 5-3 road record. Finished the season with the loss, and would definitely say this is probably the most disappointing team of the division, as they just had a great offense and would have games where they would just absolutely blow up, but just couldn't play consistent football through the season. All right, now the teams that are out of the playoffs. Fifth place, Austin Copperheads, 9-7, missed it by 1 game. They were 388 points for, 342 points against, 6-2 at home, but 3-5 on the road. Couldn't get it done. 6-5 within the division. And like I said, just the last game of the season there, had a win to make it close, but just a very disappointing season for Austin, who had playoff hopes. Down here, the reigning champs, or current champs, but out of the playoffs this season, we have the Arizona Outlaws, 7-9. They had 330 points for on the offense, 333 points defense, pretty balanced. 5-3 at home, 2-6 on the road, finishing the division 5-7. And then finally, in last place, the New York Silverbacks, 2-14 season. Very disappointing. 267 points for, the lowest scoring offense, 530 points against, the highest scored upon defense, 1-7 at home, 1-7 on the road, finishing the division 1-11. They are the overall between of the entire ISFL bottom team. Let's move on over to the NSFC. We have the division champs, Baltimore Hawks, who finished 11-5 on the year, 464 points for, high-powered offense, 372 points against. They were 5-3 on the road, 6-2 or 5-3 at home, 6-2 on the road, with a 9-3 division record. Finished the season on a 4-game winning streak. Right there behind them, we have the Cape Town Crash, who were 10-6 on the year. They had 468 points for, 427 points against. Very good offense. Defense a little shaky. 4-4 at home, 6-2 on the road. It's the 8-4 division. They finished the season on a 3-game winning streak. Third place, we have the Black Forest Brood. 9-7 on the season, 374 points for, 320 points against, 6-2 on the home record, 3-5 on the road, 8-4 in the division. Finished the season with a 1-game loss. In fourth place, in the final team of the playoffs for the NSFC, we have the Osaka Kaiju. 9-7 on the year. 424 points for, 396 points against, 7-1 on the road with the best home record, but only 2-6 on the road. 6-6 in the division, finished the season on a 1-game winning streak. And out of the playoffs in fifth place, Sarasota Sailfish finished the year 6-10, 383 points for, 442 points against, 5-3 home record, 1-7 road record. Finished in the division 4-8 with a loss to end the year. And in sixth place, the Colorado Yeti, 5-11 on the year, 405 points for, 453 points against, 4-4 home record, 1-7 road. Finished in the division 5-7, but was on a 9-game losing streak. Rough. Started the season hot, didn't end it well. And in last place in the NSFC, we have the Yellowknife Wraiths, 3-13. They had 337 points for, 509 points against, is the worst defense in the division. 2-6 at home, 1-7 on the road, and 2-10 in the division, and finished the season with a loss. So let's take a look at your Sarasota Sabercats real quick, just because it is my show. And yeah, we went on a 7 game winning streak there between weeks 10 and week 15. Couldn't finish it out in week 16 against the New Orleans second line, but a very high-powered offense. And let's go ahead and take a look at their team stats here. We had the quarterback Rockman throw 520 attempts, 333 completions for 3,560 yards, passing 31 touchdowns on the year, rushing De La Serna with 300 carries for 1,446 yards, 12 touchdowns, and then no surprise, the receiving champ, Golden Erickson, still holds the title, 960 yards, 8 touchdowns. Pretty solid season for the top stat getters for the Sabercats. Well, so this episode got a little away from me, full transparency. We're already about 9 minutes into this IO's Retro Rush. So I'm going to go ahead and stop right here. And this is going to be part 1 of a 2-part series. It's been a long time, so I kind of got carried away and essentially made a 20-minute video. So we're going to go ahead and split them in 2, make it a little bit easier to watch, as the next part we will be focusing on the league leaders and stats and then moving into the playoffs. So thank you for watching part 1 of IO's Retro Rush episode 5, part 1. Stay tuned for part 2, and we'll see you out there. Take care. Thanks.